I'm Abby Lisette, and this is my application for Verbling to be an English teacher. Today's lesson that we are going to be discussing is on punctuation and why punctuation is so important to the English language. I have with me 3 punctuation marks. First punctuation mark is an exclamation mark. Exclamation marks are used to show excitement, happiness, or even rage. The next one I have is a question mark. Question marks are used to show a question. When would you use a question mark? That's a good question. The next one that I have is a comma. Commas used as small little pauses in a sentence, and these pauses are very important, and when there is a comma, it's very important that you use that pause because it's going to completely change the meaning of the sentence, and you want to make sure that you're saying the sentence the right way. So the first punctuation mark that we're going to discuss today is the exclamation mark. When and why do we use an exclamation mark? Well, I have 2 examples here. 2 sentences. The first sentence does not use an exclamation mark, and the second one does. The first sentence is, we are going to Disney World. And the second sentence says, we are going to Disney World. For those of you who have never been to Disney World, it's a very happy, exciting place for children, even for adults. And if you were to tell a child that you were going to take them to Disney World, they would not say, we are going to Disney World. No. They'll be super excited, and they'll be screaming, we're going to Disney World, and they'll be jumping up and down. The use of an exclamation mark in this sentence just shows the excitement that a child would have, and it's very important to use it because it really defines what you're trying to say. So that's your exclamation mark. The next punctuation mark is our question mark. When do we use a question mark? We have 2 examples here. First sentence has no question mark, and the second sentence has one. First sentence says, I have $1 million. I have $1 million. And the second one says, I have $1 million. The first sentence, when it's not using a question mark, makes the sentence a fact. And if I say that I have $1 million, what does that mean? Well, that means that I either have $1 million in my bank, maybe under my bed. I hope that it's not under there. Wrong place to hide it. So it's something that I really do have. I do possess. But if I use a question mark, that means I had no idea. So if someone told me I had $1 million, and I would be, I have $1 million? I had no idea I had $1 million. So the question mark shows that there is either a lack of knowledge, I didn't have $1 million, and when you use the question mark, it helps the person to see what the meaning of that sentence is. So that's your second punctuation mark. The third one I have is a comma. Commas are very important, and actually the example that I used is a little bit humorous, but it's a perfect example. The first sentence says, I'm ready to eat, Mom. The second sentence says, I'm ready to eat, Mom. The first sentence does not use a comma, and if you're not using a comma, you read the sentence completely, without a pause. I'm ready to eat, Mom. When you say I'm ready to eat, Mom, it sounds like you're ready to eat, Mom, for either breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So I hope that's not what you mean. That's why it's important to use a comma. I'm ready to eat, Mom. That way your mom knows that you're talking to her and that you're ready to eat something. So that's why it's important to use a comma. So those are just 3 examples, and the lesson is over, but hopefully you guys will use me and I can help everyone to learn to speak and understand the English language.